Hello and welcome to the Villa Park podcast. It's me, Rich, and I'm back with a transfer talk roundup. It's been a little while. Obviously, the Euros has been capturing the imagination. England getting to the semi-final, but and the transfer news has been a little bit thin on the ground. But three players that have been heavily linked over the past, I guess, 12, maybe 18 months to Villa are rearing their heads again. And also, yet another left back is being linked. So we're going to get right into it. Before we get into it, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, help us on the road to 4,500 subscribers. We're marching on there. So please hit the like button, please hit that subscribe button, and get your comments in below, your thoughts on these links that are coming through now. The players are back in pre-season training. Great to see some faces. Emi Buendia, Tyrone Mings, Jacob Ramsey, all reporting for duty. So fingers crossed they are getting back fit. But let's get on to potential players to join Aston Villa. So yet again, Federico Chiesa has been linked, that Juventus player looking to move, and apparently Aston Villa have contacted his representatives and offered him a very, very lucrative deal. If rumours are to be believed, and we have Champions League football, we have fourth place in the Premier League, a team that is moving up. We have Unai Emery as the manager and everything like that. So it is a tempting package to lure him. Now, is this agent talk? Is this Juventus maybe trying to, I guess, throw out some bait? There are potential moves to Roma in the offing, and Tammy Abraham may be going in the opposite direction. But like I said, this Federico Chiesa option hasn't gone away. And do Aston Villa need players with that Champions League experience, that big game mentality, that big game experience? Maybe Federico Chiesa could be that type of player. We've featured him numerous times on this transfer rumour show, on fans forums, and the rumor has never gone away. So whether it is Monchi having that contact with them, whether it is their agent putting him forward, who knows? But it's still there. That rumor is still there, and he is a quality player. Hasn't Didn't have the best Euros. Italy didn't have the best Euros either. Can play off the left, can play off the right even as well. Can also play centre, play striker. So, and does have that big game experience. Does have that Champions League experience. But could he adapt to the English Premier League? That is another question. And would injuries maybe catch up with him a little bit? I don't know. It's one for you guys to let me know your thoughts in the comments. We've been through this: 33 total matches played last season, 25 starts, so not bad for a player who's fairly injury prone. Scored 9 goals. Eight inside the box, one from outside the box, scored with both feet as well. So can operate, can cut inside, can go down around the outside. Something that Aston Villa really do need. Players like Leon Bailey really developed that as across last season. Hopefully Musa Diaby does the same, and maybe having that extra threat could really show. 2 assists, so maybe wanting to work on that, create 12 big chances. So we know he's a big game player. We know he's got quality. We know he can grab a game by the scruff of the neck. And many times Italy were trying to utilise him as a game changer. Maybe didn't come off as much in this Euros, but distinct lack of quality with the Italian side in this Euros and maybe moving forward. But still only 26, got a good age, could be that right player for us. 42% in terms of successful dribbles, 44% in terms of duels won, ground duels won at 46%. We know he works hard and we know he can create something and be that, I guess, that joker in the pack, maybe something that maybe other teams haven't got. However, like I said, would he fit into the Premier League? Would he be able to adapt to that physicality? Maybe he could. You guys let me know your thoughts in the comments. But that rumor doesn't go away. And if we have contacted his representatives, maybe he's got a few offers on the table. Maybe Aston Villa could be that one to tempt him to the club. Now, again, another option. Now, this one is probably one that you have to deal with, I guess, a troublesome agent. Joao Felix again being linked, and according to reports, we have had contact and very promising talks with his agent George Mendes. Now, as I said, that's I guess a necessary evil these days, that you have to deal with these type of players' agents, and I guess he's one of the more mercenary type agents who will look for where he can get the best for his client, shall we say, rather than player. And sometimes those moves haven't worked out for the benefit of the player. But Obvious has Obviously, Joao Felix has great quality. Probably a position that we maybe missed, that player who can pick up the ball in those central areas, drive at defenders, beat defenders, maybe take a player on, slide a pass through, score goals as well. Again, didn't have the greatest of impacts with the Portuguese side. Maybe the manager has some questions to answer, constantly playing Ronaldo, but we've seen his quality. Didn't have the greatest of loan spells at Chelsea, scored 4 goals in 16 appearances, has been on loan at Barcelona last season, 30 appearances, 7 goals, but had a great time, had a decent season at Atletico Madrid over a couple of periods, scoring 25 goals in 96 appearances, and Benfica 15 goals in 26 appearances as well, and has 41 caps for Portugal, scoring 8 times, and probably needs now to really, I guess, put a marker down for his career. He's 24 years of age. Could Villa be that club? Could Unai Emery be that manager to help him? Now, I don't know whether his agent might have delusions of grandeur and maybe wants a, I guess, in quotes, bigger club than Aston Villa. But could we be that club to give him the right grounding, the right foundation to really develop his career? Again, operates on that left hand side, drifts in, gets into the box as well, can create, can beat players, as I've said. He's played 30 times and started 18. So, again, a proportion of those games off the bench, maybe to change the game a little bit, maybe to add a bit of spark, add a bit of creativity. Scored 7 goals, missed 7 big chances as well, all goals from inside the box. Likes to have a shot, so maybe needs to work on that conversion rate. Scored 2 with his left foot, 5 with his right foot. Got 3 assists and created 6 big chances. So we can see there, and maybe if he's coming on in games, he's maybe not having the minutes to have a full impact on a game, but can do something, can produce something pretty decent in terms of accuracy, 89% in his own half, 80% in the opposition half. We know he's very technically gifted. We know he likes to play a give and go and play those quick passes. 2.3 ball recoveries per game, so not too bad in terms of work rate. Successful dribbles at 36%, maybe want to work on that a little bit, and 48% in terms of ground duels won for a player of his size and stature is not too bad, and obviously puts himself about and does work hard. And I think even at Chelsea, when he was on loan, when he came on, maybe he didn't have the opportunities that he wanted to or maybe deserved. But from my perspective, always worked hard and really did, I guess, put in a shift if that quality wasn't necessarily there. Now, for me, could be a really good player, could be a little wild card for us, particularly with Champions League football, where a lot of it's about certain moments and players who've had that experience coming up with a moment at the right time. So, yeah, I would probably be leaning towards. I know there's different players, but I'll be leaning towards hopefully trying to get something with Joao Felix rather than Federico Chiesa. But again, you guys let me know your thoughts in the comments in terms of, would you be interested in one of those, each of those, or even both of those players? Let me know your thoughts. Now, again, apparently this has been going on for weeks, months, even a year or so. Mario Hermoso, available now on a free transfer. Towards the end of last week, it was almost done that he's decided on Aston Villa. He's got Inter Milan now looking at him, and he's got a decision to make. He's got one or two other clubs. Apparently, Aston Villa are at the front of the queue. Now, I was under the impression that this could have been, by the way the reports were saying, this could have been done this week, last week, weeks ago. Who knows? Left-sided defender can play left centre back, can play left back, and I guess leads us to believe, is Tyrone Mings kind of going to get back to the level that he is? Does Unai Emery want extra quality? Does he want extra competition? Are we looking at getting this player, obviously on a free transfer, being able to kind of add value and obviously add quality to the squad? Has played at a really good level, Atletico Madrid, and really top defender. 131 appearances for Atletico Madrid, 6 goals. Played at Espanyol as well, 54 appearances and 4 goals, and has 5 caps for Spain, although hasn't been capped for about 4 years or so. And he would, I'd imagine, want him to be getting back into that international favour. And yeah, we focused on him a few times on this pod in terms of our transfer roundups and player profiles, but we'll have a quick look again as I say, operating down that left-hand side, we seem to love a left back. We seem to love a left-sided centre back, or being linked to them anyway. But here it's saying that he plays right back. That doesn't make sense to me. And centre back. But if you look at the heat map, it's all down that left-hand side. 31 appearances, started 29 games, hasn't scored any goals. Missed two big chances though. One assist, passing accuracy, 87% and 91% in his own half, 80% in the opposition half, and 59% accuracy of long balls, 67% accuracy of chip passes, which is pretty good for a defender. And we know Unai Emery likes to these defenders to be progressive, be able to take the ball, to be able to play the balls into midfield, to be able to play those difficult passes, but also to be able to receive the ball under pressure. So can certainly do that, and adds that Champions League, that experience, and I guess that steel and big game mentality that we would probably need going into an important season for us, a really important season for us. 8 clean sheets, 5.4 ball recoveries per game, 1.5 tackles per game, only dribble past 0.7 times per game, and 2.6 clearances, 55% in terms of total duels won, 59% in terms of aerial duels won. So not too bad at all. 9 yellow cards, so probably puts himself about as well. So for me, a free transfer, really, really good signing for me, in my opinion, but has a few options on the table. So I'm guess something that would have to move quickly with, and whether it's high wages that he'd be looking for, or whether he wants to kind of bide his time and see what else is out there. But for me, I would have expected it maybe to have been done a little bit sooner, but we will see what happens over the coming weeks. Let me know your thoughts in the comments on Mario Hermoso as well. And finally, another left-sided player, Max Arujo. I can't say I know too much about this player. Plays in the Mexican League, Uruguayan defender, international as well. 22 years of age, plays for Toluca, has 53 appearances and scored 9 goals, 12 caps for Uruguay, who are doing very well at the moment, and scored 3 goals. So can play left back or left wing. So again, looking like we're looking at this left-hand side quite a lot. And apparently we've made first contact with him, and his club Toluca are looking for a 20 million euro fee. So let me know your thoughts on him. Highly rated, I believe. I don't know whether it's someone that we will go for now, with obviously signing Ealing Jr., obviously looking at one or two other players, but it seems like we're still not pursuing this right-sided option. It seems like the left side at the moment seems to be the positions. Now, does that mean the futures of Moreno and Luca Dean are still under focus and potentially in doubt? We'll wait and see. I still think there'll be a fair few outgoings over the course of the summer to make way for potential incomings. But that's it. As I say, Federico, Chiesa, Mario Hermoso, Joao Felix linked again. Are we going to sign 1, 2, or all 3 of those players? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button as well, and hit that subscribe button. Help us push on past 4,500 onto 5,000 subscribers. We're going to be back with a fans forum, hopefully tomorrow, if not later on in the week. I know Euros are on the horizon, semi-finals tomorrow, Tuesday, and Wednesday, featuring England. So we'll be back with a fans forum at some time this week to run the rule over the pre-season. It's only just over a week till the first friendly, so lots and lots happening at the club already. Thank you everyone for watching. Let me know your thoughts, as I say, in the comments, and as always, remember, we'll follow the Villa.